Hey everybody, this is Bill and Deb with I Ride Tiny House Adventures, and this is Jim. Say hi, Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Well, Jim, he came over here to visit us all the way over from Oklahoma. Actually, it's not that far.
No,
you know, about
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours or so. And we're so glad that he did. And what we're fixing to do here, we're going to take a look at his highly functional 6x12 cargo camper conversion.
That's it.
Did I do it right this time?
That's it.
All right. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right. So first, let's talk about this canopy you got here. Oh, I guess really first, we'll mention this again. The size of your trailer is a 6x12. Is that correct?
Correct.
Right. Okay. 6x12 single axle, and you've got the regular cargo doors at the back in lieu of the ramp that we'll see on some of them.
Right.
Okay. All right. Now we'll talk about your canopy that you put together, and you were telling me a little bit about this earlier. Why don't you step on over a little bit over here where we can see you and see the canopy, and you can kind of tell us about it a little bit, how you have it set up.
I made the frame out of PVC pipe. It's schedule 20, so that it bends a little bit, so I can put pipes in and out and move them when I want to put it up and take it down.
Yeah.
And I made PVC connectors, something I made up that goes into the T on the end. To hold it to the frame so that when I roll this up later, it stays up there, and then I Velcro the whole thing on in a roll.
Oh, yeah.
The supporting pipes on the sides and in the middle all get stored inside the trailer when I'm traveling.
Yeah, but the canopy itself and everything rolls up over here on this.
Standard, it's a medium weight tarp. So, you know, I leave it up in the wind. If it gets torn up, then I go buy another $10 tarp and keep on going. I don't worry about it.
What size tarp you got up there now?
This one is a 9x11.
Okay. All righty. One thing that really intrigued me is how you made when you stretch your tarp over, and you were mentioning this earlier when I was talking to you. Let me see if I can get it in the
PVC
there it is.
pipes.
Right.
I took the same size PVC pipe. And cut a slot in them so that they would fit around the tarp tight. So I just pop them on, and
that's real cool.
And got those around the perimeter and holds the tarp on there.
Let me see if I can turn the light on so that'll show a little better. There you go. Yeah, that's really cool the way you made that. I really think that's neat. And of course, we both know that it'll work a whole lot better with Schedule 20.
Yes. And these pipes I made, this is a 3/4 inch and 1/2 inch conduit.
Electrical conduit, right.
And I just put some holes in there so I could move it up and down wherever I wanted it.
And then you've got it anchored down with tent stakes.
Very heavy duty tent stakes.
Right.
Once the wind starts, I don't take it down. It stays up.
Well, it looks like it's there to stay, that's for sure. And fortunately, I don't think we have to worry about too much wind for the next couple of days.
I hope not.
We have had some wind here, that's for sure.
I'm sure, but I've got Oklahoma wind, so I
you know what it's like.
Prevent any problems.
Absolutely. Well, let's take a look at your shelving setup you have here. And you know, I had never thought about using something like this, which you can buy at most any hardware store, Lowe's and Home Depot. The regular shelf bracket system here, and you've got these things here permanently mounted to the trailer.
Those are mounted and stay there. The shelves come off and go into the back for storage. So when I want to, especially in the summertime, I cook outside a lot. I don't want to cook in the trailer as hot, and I use that. And I've got a little light here that if I need some light, I can plug this into my electrical outlet here.
Yeah, let me get a shot of that, your outlet down here.
So I've got 110 and 12 volts. That way I've got some light when I'm cooking so I don't burn everything.
Exactly. Now the 12 volt is the little black one over there.
The little black one,
to the right.
So this one is just your standard cigarette lighter outlet.
Cigarette lighter style?
Yep.
Okay.
And these are just your standard 110 plugs.
Right. Well, that's neat. That's neat how you can set that up and get to cooking there. I really like that a lot. I really, really do. Let's go over here and take a look at the tongue right quick, because we were talking about, you've got this box that you built here on your tongue. Of course, you're going to be doing a little changing that out a little bit.
Always changing.
Always changing, aren't you? We always are.
Yep.
All of us are. But you were telling me that you're going to redesign some way to mount your spare tire or something like that, if I remember correctly.
I put the box on right now so I could just put some extra items in there for storage. But the way the spare tire was mounted, it didn't allow me any space on here. So I'm going to cut this part off and probably extend this a little bit.
I see.
Put it back on. So the tires, I'll probably put it horizontal.
There you go.
And then I can get the 20-pound propane tank under there.
Right. Right. Yeah, you're planning on mounting a propane tank up there on front. Okay. All right. And then there was your electrical connections over here.
Right.
Once you go on over here.
Get over here into a standard plug into the trailer. And over on the side is my
let me get down here.
SAE plug for going into the solar system.
Right. The one there on the lower right-hand corner is the SAE plug.
Just a little two-prong plug.
Exactly. And the other one there, and the SAE plug is when you're using your solar panels.
Correct.
Which you set up out in the sun and try to park the trailer in the shade.
Right. It's nice to have the trailer in the shade, keep it cool, and I've got 30-foot leads for the solar panels to put them into the sun.
Great. Fantastic. And of course the other one is a regular RV style power inlet. It's a 20 amp power inlet there. Okay. All right. Mighty fine. Well, what do you say we head over to the door, and then we're going to take a look on the inside.
All right.
All right. Well, everybody hang on. We'll be right back in just a little bit. So here we are on the inside. Yeah, and I'm glad you've got that other deal set up over there because I want to show that first. Let's talk about, let me get in here. Now you just go, you mainly camp by yourself, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
My wife's not a camper. And I wanted to be able to continue going out and camping, so I built this.
So when I first stepped in here earlier and you showed me how your bed looks, oh, I didn't notice the machete right there.
Yeah, that stays under the bed. When I put the bed down, you can't see it.
There you go. And it's just in case you were to need it for an emergency, it's right there where you open the door.
It's mostly for chopping little wooden things.
I got you.
But it is for an emergency.
All right. But and there's something else too before we get into the bed situation here. You've got this opening right here, so when you open that particular side of the cargo doors at the back, what are you able to wheel up in here?
Right. Now, open this up, and this is also on hinges. So to be able to get my motorcycle in, I had to have a wider opening, but I needed the wall to be able to put my air conditioner in.
Yeah.
So I built this part of the wall on hinges so that it just swings open along with the door and allows the width required to get either my little, I've got a little dirt bike, or I can get my full-size Yamaha FJR 1300 saddlebags and trunk in here.
Wow, fantastic. That's awesome. So you get to do a lot of riding, I suppose, in some of the places you go.
I enjoy it, and that's generally, I go a lot of places based on where there's good riding.
There you go. There you go. Well, hopefully you can come back and see us here in the spring because we got some wonderful areas to ride in around here. It's
I spent a lot of time in Arkansas.
Well, fantastic, fantastic. Okay, so when you're getting ready to go to bed at night, let's show us how you do that.
Well, my little TV tray just goes out of the way. I keep it stored inside here.
Yeah.
I tried to utilize all the space that I had. Chair goes over, and I've got the bed in two separate parts because I intend to finish putting my shower here.
Yeah.
So I can put this up out of the way and still be able to shower. This just drops down.
Yeah.
And then this side, same things. Loosen the straps, let it down. Oh, gotta put the feet down. Then the mattress folds down, and I have a headboard. I got tired of my pillow falling off.
Yeah, Deb really liked that, the way you had your removable headboard there.
And since my mattress slides a little bit, I put a footboard too.
Hey, cool. Yeah, and that keeps it all in place for you right there.
And this is, to me, is like the Taj Mahal, because when I motorcycle camp, I got a 21-inch wide mat that I sleep on.
Yeah.
And this one's 30 inches, so it's a lot nicer.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, we didn't talk about your air conditioner when we was outside, so we'll talk about your air conditioner now. That's a 5,000 BTU. Is that what you were saying?
5,000, and it's slid in now so that I can close the back door. Just one strap to hold it tight. Got a shelf that's supported well so that support the weight, so it doesn't fall off when I'm traveling.
Gotcha. Good. Yeah, but you have that where you can, when you open that door, it'll actually slide back a little bit.
Right. I open the back door and I slide it out to where it seals, so I got no bugs and issues with that coming in, just like a window unit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then it also allows for the condensation off of the coils to have a place to drip to without getting inside the trailer and everything.
I've got a drip tube made for that, so it doesn't get in the trailer.
Yeah, fantastic, fantastic. All right, well, let me step over here. Let's swap positions here for a little bit, and I'll get over here. All right, now here we are, and I'm sitting at the back of the trailer, and you're up towards the kitchen area and where the sink is and everything. So you just take it from here. What do you want to talk about next?
Okay, well, I've got the full counter, which I wanted a lot of counter space. And my stove actually folds up.
Yeah.
And I've got a child lock that holds it in place.
Okay.
Keeps my trash bags here when it's down and when it's up. The trash is nice and convenient, easy to use.
Awesome.
And the sink, I've got just a regular kitchen sprayer that I've taped so it's always open. And I use a foot pump. Yeah. That I made from a boat motor.
Yeah.
Hand pump.
From a boat motor hand pump, like on a boat tank.
Yeah. I've got a 3-gallon igloo container underneath here that I put water in.
Let me see if I can get a shot of that for everybody. Oh yeah, I see it down there. That red tank right there. Yeah.
And next to it, when I'm not using a lot of water, I use this 1 gallon to catch any water out of the sink.
Okay.
Otherwise, next to it, I have a PVC pipe that goes through the floor, and then I set a bigger container outside and catch my water.
You bet, absolutely. And then, of course, I see you got your Mr. Buddy heater here that you use
Mr.
sometimes.
Buddy, when I'm out boondocking, I use my Mr. Buddy. When I'm in with shore power, I use my little electric heater.
Yeah, and that thing puts out a lot of heat. I was sitting next to it earlier, and I couldn't believe how much heat it was putting out.
I've been camping in 10 degrees in a campground, and it's 70 degrees inside here.
Wow, fantastic, fantastic. All right, let's see. Let's talk about your fridge. You were telling us something interesting about your fridge earlier.
The fridge came out of a Volvo Semi. It was built in, and it was made specifically for the Volvos, so it's built into the cabinets, and it's a strange shape. It's got kind of a triangle shape because of the way it was built into the cabinets. But it also has a nice freezer. Yeah. And it's about a 3 cubic foot. So it holds everything I want. It's 12 volt compressor style.
12 volt compressor style,
and
right.
very efficient. It doesn't use a lot of power.
Awesome.
It's just a little bit more than some of the Dometic, the chest type that people are buying.
Yeah.
It uses just a tad more than that, but not much.
Fantastic. Well, I've looked into those I know some people are going to a company called Truck Fridge.
Yeah, there's several different companies out there.
Yeah, and of course they cater to truckers, of course, and they have several compressor style 12 volt refrigerators, and the price seems to be very reasonable compared to, say, a Dometic or something like that.
Dometic's very expensive.
Yeah. How they compare as far as the efficiency and everything is concerned, I do not know, but I know a lot of folks are going that route. So
I've seen people commenting on different companies that they're buying from now. Most of them have been satisfied with the ones they're buying. I've seen a few that had some issues, but not many.
Well,
on this, I use a small little 12 volt fan that I've got right now until I get my max air put in. But I've got some things set here where I can put it in and it sucks air in.
Really?
In the summertime to help keep me cool. It's 12 volt.
Yeah.
Very easy to set up.
Yeah, I see where you've got those little hooks up there.
There's little hooks on this side, each side.
Right, see them all the way around there.
And then up here on the nights when it's a lot of moonlight, I got this made to cover this up so I can get some sleep without the moonlight bothering me.
I hear you. I hear you. I like your shelf. Yeah, I guess you built that shelf there.
I made the shelf. This handles pretty much everything I want.
Yeah.
All my spices and coffees, cups. I've got more storage than I need in here. This up here is a couple of blankets and linens.
Yeah.
This side is mostly dry goods, foods.
Yeah.
Here I've got just some different containers I use for cooking and keeping food after I cook something. This side holds some of my pots or paper items.
Yeah.
Under here I've got more paper items, and then my electrical panel and everything set up there. The drawers all hold a lot.
Yeah, yeah. And I've commented about your drawer pulls earlier. Those are
little electrical.
Just simple electrical conduit support brackets.
Yeah. Everything is simple.
Yeah, but it works well. You know, I never dreamed of using something like that, but that's just really cool.
I had a lot of them around the house and decided to use them.
And those are like, you know, 25, 40 cents a piece,
cheap.
something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, but it works good. Sure, it's functional. That's the whole idea. It's functional.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of storage here too. Pots and pans are all under here.
Yeah.
The typical Kmart plastic, lightweight. Keep,
Sure.
Odds and ends in there.
Yeah.
This one also on a child lock, so it can't open. More linens, sleeping bags, blankets, and my entertainment center.
Yeah.
My radio. I don't have a TV. That's my entertainment.
I got you. And then you've Deb commented earlier about your air fryer here and combination.
This is something new that because I boondocked all the time, I didn't think I wanted anything like that. But after camping for quite a while, I decided I wanted a little bit more. I found this. It's an air fryer, convection oven, regular oven, toaster oven. Does a little bit of everything. And this I do have to run my generator for. Because of the length of time that it requires to cook. But it's worth it. Biscuits and brownies and cakes and whatever I want to put in there.
I understand.
Works really well.
You bet, absolutely. Then of course I noticed you had the first aid kit right there, where it's real nice and handy.
Yeah, I keep a few little items in there just in case I go and do something silly, which I do once in a while. Cut myself or do something.
I'm always scraping myself and cutting myself on something.
Keep an extra chair up here for company.
Yeah.
And then my screen door.
Yeah, well, I meant to talk about that.
It's in the way a lot. So, I've got this where I can actually lock it so it stays in position. And use that during the summertime, which is really handy to keep the bugs out.
Absolutely.
But when I'm not using it, it's in the way. I just decided that I want to do something. I didn't want to get rid of my door, so I cut it in half and put a hinge on it so I can move it out of the way.
Well, Deb thought that was just so cool. She really, really did. She really thought that was cool. And I guess I need to, before we wrap it up, even though you don't have them out today, here's where you keep your solar panels.
Everything stores inside here. I've got a place for everything, so it's out of the way, but it's convenient to get to, so that when I want to use these, I can grab them, run outside, and either I'll use the big 100-watt, or if there's not a lot of sun and I need a little more power, I'll add the 50-watt to it. It'll plug right into it, and put them both out. And I've got them both on tripods so that I can angle them wherever I want to get the best use of the sun.
You bet. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Jim, I think Deb and I both just thinks this is really cool the way you have it set up, and it's so functional, you know. That's the neat part about it is it's just so functional the way you got it working for you. It
works well for me. But it took me 3 times before I got it to this point. So now I'm ready to, one more time, take it out, actually dress it up a little bit and put everything back in.
Yeah, gotcha.
But to start out, I needed to know what I wanted, what was going to work, what wasn't.
Yeah.
So I think I'm pretty close now.
Oh, I think so. I think so. You know what Deb and I noticed, the first thing that we, when we first come to meet you earlier today, you were able to actually, of course you had your bed full. No, you had your bed down, but you were able to pull out a couple of chairs and all 3 of us could sit here and visit, you know, even though we're in a small trailer
here. It's a small trailer, but it's functional.
Yeah, then that's the whole thing right there. It's functional.
During the day, I generally put the bed up because it goes up and down so quick.
Yeah.
That way I can have a chair in here and have my little table out. If I want to eat in here, I can do that. If it's nasty out, I want to sit in here. Some company comes over, we can sit inside out of the rain or the wind or whatever.
You bet.
But because it's so easy to put it up and down, I just leave it up during the day.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I understand. Well, we think it's just really awesome the way you have this set up for you. And we're so happy that you came to visit with us for a couple of days. And hopefully you'll be able to come back and see us again soon before we start hitting the road again, which we will before too long.
I could probably do that again.
You think
it's such a terrible place. It's so pretty looking out the front door. I've got the lake right there.
Oh yeah.
Walked down there earlier. The water's just crystal clear. It's a beautiful lake.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate that. And we think it's a gorgeous lake too. We really do love this campground. In fact, let's go out here and I don't think we've actually. Let's give the folks an idea of your view from under your canopy.
It's a nice view.
Oh yeah, a really nice view. What we really appreciate, Deb and I, what we really appreciate about this time of year is the way the sun shines on the water at an angle makes it take on this really pretty light blue hue.
Yes.
And when we come down the hill every morning, especially on a sunshiny day, what we really appreciate is when we come over a certain knoll and we start to see the water, how gorgeous it is with the sun shining on it the way it does when the sun's at this angle. But anyway, here again, I want to thank you for coming to see us today. Let me get up over here, and Deb, why don't you step on over here too? Get up here next to Jim. All right. So anyway, again, we want to say how much we appreciate you coming to see us, Jim, and we're really looking forward to visiting with you even more. But we got one thing to say before we close. We're not
camping.
We're living. Exactly. This is Bill and Deb and Jim with I Ride Tiny House Adventure saying, we'll see you again soon. Y'all take care. Bye-bye now.